First of all, I had made a small mistake in the calculation in the last lecture. Here, summation of x px is 0.05. This is correct. Then summation of x square is 2.25. 1.1 plus 1.15. So it is 2.25. Now 2.25 minus this would give me 2.2475. I had got 2.1475 in the last lecture. So just correct this. Next. Question number 4 of question number fourth question, fourth subpart. I'll take one more small break in between. So at that point of time also, I'll be taking a break of around 10 minutes in between when my CA inter students come to meet me. Now find the mean of number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Find the mean of number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. I'm tossing a fair coin thrice. Find the number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Now, if I'm tossing a coin thrice, I may get head in none of them, or one of them, or two, or three of them. Now, if I'm tossing a coin thrice, I can get, first of all, I'll write this as head, 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 thrice, so 2 cube 8, so this would be tail, tail, tail. Now this is head, head, tail, tail, and this is head, head, tail, tail. Again, this is head, this is tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. Now, here let x be the number of heads. X can take values. You may get 1 head, 0 head. X can take values 0, 1, 2, and 3. X 0, 1, 2, and 3. Probability of X. 0 heads is 1 by 8. Probability of 1 head is 3 by 8. This is also 3 by 8. This is also 1 by 8. Now remember, the addition should be 8 by 8. That is 1. That is sigma px. Now you need expected value of x. It would be same as mean, and that is given by sigma x px. Can someone verify the value? X px. This would be 0, 3 by 8. This would be 6 by 8, and this would be 3 by 8. So this would be 12 by 8. That is 1.5. Can anyone verify this? Next. I expect only 2 children to verify it. One is Lamya or Ishraq. One of you verify it. Others are all silent. Yeah. Correct, eh? Hello.
हाँ सॉरी सर मैं म्यूट हो गया था. हाँ सर.
Correct, eh? Yeah. 2 dice are thrown simultaneously if x denotes the number of sixes. So when 2 dice are thrown, you may get 6 in none of them, or one of them, or both of them. Now x s is what? There are 36 elements. Out of that, now x be number of sixes. Here x is given to be number of sixes. So x can take values 0 sixes, 1 sixes, or 2 sixes. Now x can be 0, 1, or 2. What is the probability of getting 0, 6? It is 1, sorry, 0, 6s. So here from 1, 1 till 6, 6. Now 0, 6, first of all, I'll consider both 6s, it is 1 by 36. I'll consider 1, 6. So it would be, uh,
10.
yeah, it would be 5 plus 6, 11, right?
So 10, no?
Okay, 1, 6. Yeah, I have to subtract one more. 10 by 36. Yeah, 11. And this would be 25 by 36. Now, if x, find the expectation of x. So, expectation of x would be x into px. This would be 0, 10 by 36. And this would be 2 by 36. Sigma x px. It would be 12 by 36. That is 1 by 3. Can someone verify the answer?
हाँ सर 1/3 है.
A pair of dice is thrown 3 times. If getting a doublet is considered, a pair of dice means 2 dice are thrown 3 times. So 2 dice are thrown thrice. When you throw it for the first time, you may get 1, 1, 1, 2, so on till you have 6, 6. Now, if getting a doublet is considered as success, doublet means what? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. It is considered as success. So that means probability of getting a doublet in one attempt is what? One attempt with 2 throws. When 2 dice are rolled, getting a doublet in one attempt.
So 1 by 6.
Yeah, 1 by 6. Not 1 by 6. It is 6 by 36. Yeah, 1 by 6. Who was that? Appeared like a new voice.
Columbia.
Lamya, what happened to your voice? Q equal to 1 minus P is 5 by 6. Now, how many times are you throwing 2 dice? 3 times. So maximum you will get it thrice. And how many times you want success? Twice. So x is 2. Now what is probability of 3? Probability of 2? Out of 3 attempts, 2 attempts should be success. Getting success in one attempt is 1 by 6 raised to how many success? 2 into 2 by 5 by 6 raised to how many attempts? 3 minus 2, 1. So this would be 3c2. It is same as 3c1. That is 3. This is 5 upon 6 cube. 5 upon 72 is the answer. Can someone verify the answer?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Correct? Have you children taken the printout of the same? Or you keep running between the pages? Now, I did question number 7, 8, 9. I need to do 1 and 2. So here. Question number 4, the first part. Find the probability distribution of number of heads in 2 tosses of a coin. Now, number of heads in 2 tosses of a coin, number of tails in 3 tosses of a coin, and number of heads in 4 tosses of a coin. So the 3 parts are different. When you are tossing head twice, you may get, let x be the number of heads. When you are tossing the coin twice, you may get 0 heads, 1 head or 2 heads. X can take values 0, 1, 2. Now 0, 1 and 2. What is the probability of getting 0 heads? It is 0 heads when 2 coins are tossed. Head, head, tail, tail, head, tail, head, tail. So 0 heads, 1 out of 4, 2 heads, 1 out of 4, and this is 2 out of 4. Find the probability distribution. This is the probability distribution. Number of tails in 3 tosses of a coin. So let x be the number of tails. X can take values 0, 1, 2, and 3. S is what here? It is head, head 4 times, tail, tail 4 times, head, head, tail, tail, head, head, tail, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. Now, what is the probability of getting 0 tails? It is 8. Here also 8, 0 tails. So it is 1 out of 8. 3 tails. It is 1 out of 8. 3 out of 8, 1 tail. 3 out of 8, 2 tails. Next one, let x be number of heads. X can take values 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 when you are tossing 4 coins. Now, here S would be first of all, 4 means in each of them you have 2 possibilities. So total you have 16 possibilities. This would be head. Then here I'll write head. I'll write head 8 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times. Then I'll write tails 8 times.
So
Yeah. Yeah, someone was
can we
saying.
use that NCX?
Yes, you can. You can. But NCX, yeah, you can. Out of 4, yeah, 0 tails, 1 tail, yeah, you can use that. 4C0, half raised to, yeah, you can do that. Now, this would be, this struck my mind first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then heads twice, tails twice, head twice, tail twice, then head twice, tail twice, head twice, tail twice, head twice, tail twice. Now head once, tail once, head, tails, 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 head and tails. If it is more than 4, then you will definitely have to use the binomial method itself. Here, x can take values 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the probability of 0 heads? 0 heads out of 16. All would be out of 16 here. 4 heads, only 1 possibility. 4 tails, only 1 possibility. These two would be symmetrical. So 1 tail, one head would be symmetrical to one tail. Now here one head, so one head, only one head. Yeah, here one, two, three, four. So 4 out of 16, 4 out of 16. So 8 into 10, and two tails would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 out of 16. Just check the answer. These are the answers for the same. You could have even used binomial distribution as Lamya mentioned a few minutes back. Can anyone verify the three answers?
Two minutes, sir.
Out of 30 bulbs, 6 are defective, 24 are non-defective. Total 30 bulbs. Find the probability distribution of number of defective bulbs. Now probability of
हाँ sir, right है sir.
thank you. Probability of defective bulbs, out of total 36 are defective, so 1 by 5 is probability of defective. Q would be 4 by 5. Now, a sample of 4 bulbs is drawn at random with replacement from a lot of 30 bulbs. Now, this is a tricky question. Your sample of 4 bulbs is drawn. So you may get 0 defective bulb, 1 defective bulb, 2 defective bulb, 3 defective bulb, or 4 defective bulb. So here X may be 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now what is the probability of each one of them? Listen carefully here. Here, I think this was there all in the first exercise. Now, when you consider 0 defective out of 4 attempts, in the first one you should get failure, second one you should get failure, third you should get failure, and fourth also you should get failure. So it is Q raised to 4. That is the only option that you have. Similarly, all 4 defective bulb means all 4 you should succeed. So P of 4 would be first one success, second success, third success, and fourth success. So it is P raised to 4. Now, your one success. One success means first one may be success, second failure, third failure, fourth failure, or first one may be failure, second success, third, and so on. So you'll have to keep doing it. So what we can do is here, these are 4. They can be arranged in, so one way into, they can be arranged in 4 factorial ways upon 3 factorial. So it is 4 factorial ways. That is, had they been all different, we could have arranged them in 4 factorial ways. Divided by 3 of them are same, so 3 factorial. So this is 4 factorial upon 3 factorial. So it would be 4 into P into Q cube. Then P of 2. Similarly, now 2 means what? Here you will get first success, second success, third and fourth failure, or first failure, second, and so on. You'll have to take all the combinations. So here, if all of them would have been different, then 4 factorial upon 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So this is 24 upon 4. So this is P square Q square. Then your P of 3 would be what? first, second, third, success, fourth failure, or it can be any order. So I'll take 4 factorial upon 3 factorial. This would also be 4p into q cube. Now q raised to 4 is 4 raised to 4 upon 5 raised to 4. This is, or I'll say 4 upon 5 raised to 4. Then 1 means 4 into p cube. So 4 into 1 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 the whole cube. So it is 4 cube upon 5 raised to 4. Then 6p square. So it would be 6 into p square means 1 by 5 square, and this would be 4 square by 5 square. So it would be 4 square by 5 raised to 4. And this would also be 4 into, this would be p 1 by 5 into q by 5, that is 4 by 5 the whole cube. So it is 4 raised to 4.
Oh,
Yeah, see. And this would be,
it should be 4 cube into q, no?
it should be
4p raised to 3 into q for the 3 successes.
Oh, yeah, it should have been p cube into q. So this should have been 1 by 5 cube. So this would be 4 square upon 5 raised to 4. Yes. So now this is 5 raised to 4. 25 into 25 is 625. This would be 4, 4, 16, 256. This is 4 raised to 4, 256. I think I've made some mistake. 5 square 25. 4 into 4, 16. Already 512. And this is 4 square 16 into 6. Oh, sorry, 96. And this is 16. And this is 1. So 512 plus 96 is 608. 640. 512 plus 96 is 61. 512 plus 96 is 608. 624, 625. Yeah, this is correct. Someone verify the answer from behind. Now, coming to, so I have completed all the questions of question 4. Coming to question number 5. First part, k to k to k, 3k, k square, 2k square. Now for a probability distribution, when you add all the probability, it is equal to 1. So sigma px should be 1 for a PMF. So therefore, 3k, 5k, 8k plus k, 9k plus 3k square, 10k square equal to 1. So you get 10k square plus 9k minus 1 equal to 0. 10 into minus 1 is minus 10. You get 10k square plus 10k minus k minus 1 equal to 0. 10k common, you get k plus 1, minus 1 common, you get k plus 1. You get k plus 1 into 10k minus 1 is equal to 0. So you get k equal to minus 1, or you get k equal to 1 by 10. So this is not possible. K cannot be negative, so not possible. So therefore, we consider k equal to 1 by 10. Probability cannot be negative. Now p of x would be, first one, it would be 1 by 10. Second one would be 2 by 10. This would be 2 by 10. This would be 3 by 10. This would be 1 by 100. This would be 2 by 100. This would be 7 by 100 plus 1 by 10. Now I'll make all of them 100 itself. So in that case, this would be 10 by 100. This would be 20 by 100. Then this would be 20 by 100. This would be 30 by 100. This would be 1 by 100. 2 by 100. This would be 7 by 100 plus 10 by 100. This would be 17 by 100. Now, what is the probability that x is, first of all, add and see. It is 100 upon 100. That means it is correct. So now, what is the probability that x is less than 3? So probability that x is less than 3 is this plus this plus this. So it is 50 upon 100. What is the probability that x is between 0 and 3? So 0 and 3. So that means between 0 and 3, both not included. So 1 and 2, it is 30 upon 100. Then what is the probability that x is greater than 4? So it should be this, this and this. So 1 by 100 plus 2 by 100, this is 20 by 100. Followed?
So less than 3, so it will be 30 by 100, no?
Less than? Yeah, less than 3 would be 30 by 100. Yeah, 30 by 100. That is why I keep saying, keep asking you all to keep an eye on the answer. In fact, I believe these are all from the textbook itself, or are they not from the textbook? Are these questions not there in the textbook? I don't remember what all questions were there, what all were not there in the textbook.
So all of them are there.
All of them are there, right? Had I done the fourth question here? A die is thrown 4 times if getting an odd number is a success. I think I did it. Now, come to the activity problems. I have left the second and third because that is of PDF type. I'll come to even that. Second and have I completed activity problem number 1? Did I complete activity problem number 1? No answer.
No, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Om, I'm making you the host. If, in case anyone joins in, just allow them inside. So, now, complete the following activity. This is a PMF. So sigma px would be equal to 1. Sigma px equal to 1 means 3k plus 3k, 6k, 10k, 15k and 21k is 1. So therefore k is 1 by 21. Now similarly, once I substitute 1 by 21, I'll get probability of x as 1 by 21. This is 2 by 21. This is 3 by 21. 4 by 21, 5 by 21 and 6 by 21. What is probability of x to be less than or equal to 4? Probability of x less than or equal to 4. That means these 4. So it is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That is 10 by 21. What is probability of x to be greater than or equal to 3? So 3k, 7k, 12k and 6k, 18k, so it is 18 by 21. Question number 2. Find the expected value and variance. X is given to be 1, 2, 3. Your probability of X is 1 by 5. This is 2 by 5. This is 2 by 5. They have asked you expected value and variance. So I'll first find X Px and then I'll find X square Px. X Px is 1 by 5. This is 4 by 5. This is 6 by 5. X square Px is X Px into X. So it is 1 square by 5. This is 8 by 5. And this is 18 by 5. Now, what is E of X? It is sigma X Px. So it is 1, 4, 5 and 6, 11 by 5. And this would be 1 plus 8, 9 plus 18, 27 by 5. Variance of X is E of X square minus E of X the whole square. What is E of X square? It is 27 by 5 minus 11 by 5 the whole square. So it is 121 by 25. Multiply by 5, you get 135 minus 121 by 25. So it is 14 by 25. Variance of X. Just check the answer. Had I done the third one? Anyone, can you tell me whether I had done the third one?
Yes, sir, we are done.
Third, fourth, and fifth also I would have done, right? Binomial and Poisson, I would have done it. Right?
So I can see the third one. I am finding for other sums.
What about the remaining? I think I did this bomb wala problem.
Also we have done.
What?
Yes, sir, we have done.
Yes, I think I did that bomb wala problem. That should have been the last of the problems which I did of the type Poisson distribution and binomial distribution. Now, I come to PDF part. The integration part which children were saying they are finding difficult. Yeah, first of all, how do you identify a problem which is of PDF type? It would be given in terms of limits. So here, question number 3, the second part. F of X is Kx into 1 minus X. When X lies between 0 and 1, it is 0 otherwise. Now, here, remember, it is between 0 and 1. So, this function is defined between 0 and 1. They haven't defined it at different values. They have defined it between two intervals, and therefore you need to integrate this, and that integration would be equal to 1. Since given distribution, this is how you identify a integration problem in random variables. Since given distribution is a PDF, therefore integration of f of x dx between 0 and 1 would be equal to integration between 0 and 1 of kx into 1 minus x, and that should be equal to 1. Now, therefore, 1 equal to, this should be 1 equal to k into x minus x square. Now, this would be 1 equal to k into integration of x is x square by 2, x square is x cube by 3, between 0 and 1. So 1 equal to k into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. So 1 equal to k into 1 by 6 or k equal to 6. It shouldn't be 12, it should be 6. Can someone verify the answer? Yes, cumulative frequency distribution means what? You have to add all frequencies till that point. So if it is defined between a and some limit, it means the lower limit is a, upper limit is not defined. We have to integrate that much area to get f of x. For instance, suppose I say these are all 1 by 3. When I ask you what is f of x, cumulative frequency. For the first one, it would be 1 by 3. For the second one, you have to add the 2. For the third one, you have to add this with this. So you will get 3 by 3. Now, remember, you have to keep adding. So in short, what are you doing here? You are adding all the probabilities till that value. So if I say P of 2, add all probabilities till 2. If you're saying P f of 4, you will add all probabilities till 4. Similarly, when you integrate, what you need to do is you have to integrate between the lower limit until that x value. The lower limit until the x value. What are you supposed to integrate? The f of x part. So you need to integrate f of x between the lower limit and the upper limit, and all the remaining you would treat it as 0 if it is before this lower limit. Even here, f of x for 0 would be 0 itself. For any value preceding the first value, it would be 0. So the fill in the blank is right. The ninth one, sorry, true or false part is right. Ninth one, it is correct. I hope you followed it. Now, coming to question number 5, the third part. First, I'll do the third part and then I'll come to the second part. Yeah, say.
Sir, but in that 9 fill in the blanks, it is inclusive. Then also it will be true.
1 second. What does it mention?
It is inclusive means if it is equal to a also, then also it is 0.
Wait, f of x equal to 0 for all x. No, it should be for less than a. And the second one should be x greater than equal to a. The second one is correct. Oh, I missed out on the sign. The second one is correct. X greater than equal to a. The first one should have been x less than a. What have they given behind? It should have been given as false. What have they given behind?
So wait a second.
I missed the sign.
So yeah, they are given true.
True they have given.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in that case, that cancel that equal to sign from that a, first one. X should be less than a. It should be less than a. And for greater than equal to a, it is equal to that f of x. Okay, second fill the blank here. They have asked you f of minus 3. See this one. F of minus 3. F of x. F of minus 2 would be this one itself. But f of minus 3 would be 0. It is one preceding this, so it should be 0. But for f of minus 2, it would be 0.2. Just take the answer given behind. If you take a printout, it would be easier for you. f of x is 3x square. Sorry, f of x is c by x. This is a very important type of question. Between when x is between 1 and 3, c is greater than 0 and it is equal to 0 otherwise. Now, first of all, this is a PDF problem because x lies between 1 and 3. So when you integrate between the lower limit and upper limit, the function when you integrate between 1 and 3, it should be equal to 1. It is 0 otherwise. So here f of x, since given distribution is a PDF, therefore integral value between 1 and 3, f of x dx equal to 1. Now that means between 1 and 3, c upon x dx is 1. C outside log x dx is 1, log x is 1 between 1 and 3. So c would be log 3 minus log 1. Log 1 is 0. C would be c into log 3 would be 1. C would be 1 by log 3. Now, once you get C as 1 by log 3, f of x is C by x, that is 1 by x log 3. How do you find expected value? Expected value would be integration of x into f of x between the limit 1 and 3. So that would be 1 to 3 of 1 upon x log 3 into x dx. This and this gets cancelled. I'll take 1 upon log 3 out. Since it is a constant, I'll integrate 1 dx. I'll get x here between 1 and 3. I'll first substitute 3, then I'll substitute 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2 upon log 3. This is the E of x value. Next, when I take E of x square, it would be 1 to 3 x square into f of x dx. So it would be 1 to 3. What is x square into 1 by x log 3 dx? X and x gets cancelled. Take 1 by log 3 out. Integration of x is x square by 2 between 1 and 3. So it would be 1 by 2 log x. Oh, sorry, this is log 3. So 1 by 2 log 3, and this would be 3 square, 9 minus 1. So 4 by log 3. This is E of x square. And what is variance of x? It is E x square minus E of x the whole square. What is E of x square? It is 4 by log 3. And what is E of x the whole square? It is 2 by log 3 the whole square. Just check whether they have left it here or whether they have taken 4 by log 3 common. Very important type of question. And they have asked you to find f of x also. Now, how do you find capital F of x? It is cumulative frequency. So what you need to do is integrate from the lower limit till x. What? The same function. How do you integrate it? Same what you have done over here. It would be integration 1 to x of c by x dx. Now that means it would be, or in fact I should say 1 by x log 3 dx. So what I'll get over here is I'll get 1 by log 3 here. I'll get, and I'll get integration of 1 dx, that is x, between 1 and x. So it would be 1 by log 3 into first one, upper limit is x minus 1. So this is the f of x part. I hope you have all followed it. If anyone has a doubt, do let me know. Very important type of question.
The integral of 1 by x will be log x, no?
Log mod x, yes.
I
Where,
have written only x.
no, this is, wait, 1 by x. Wait, this should have been x by x, okay. Where is that function? It is x f of x. one sec. So, sorry. Oh, wait. F of x is what? 1 by x. Oh, this should be 1 by log 3 and this should have been log x. Oh my God. So this should be between 1 and x. First I'll substitute log x, then minus log 1. Log 1 is 0, so it would be log x upon log 3. So it is log x to the base 3. Just check what is the answer given in the form. Keep an eye on the answer. Here it was x into f of x.
So
Here it is. Yes.
log,
What?
it is log x by log 3.
Okay, they haven't taken it as log x to the base 3. And
No,
what about this?
Yeah, they have simplified it.
What? They have taken 4 by log 3 out common and then they have taken 1 minus 4 by log 3.
Yeah, they have taken the LCM.
Okay, so they have taken 4 log 3 minus 4 upon log 3 the whole square.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here it is 4 log 3 minus 4 upon log 3 the whole square. And what about e of x? That is correct? E of x?
Yes, sir.
I think we have solved this question also, right? Or is it not there in the exercise? I don't even
So
remember.
it is there.
It is there. It is there in the exercise or the miscellaneous? I think exercise itself it should be there.
So I guess it is in miscellaneous. I don't remember.
I think it should be there in first or second. First exercise was probability distribution, I guess. Second exercise it should be there. F of x is equal to 3x square by 8 between 0 and 2 and it is equal to 0 otherwise. Determine the CDF and hence find. Now here this is between 0 and 2, so this becomes a PDF. Since given distribution is a PDF, integration of this between 0 and 2 would be equal to 1. But we are not concerned with that. We need the CDF. That means capital F of x. How do you find f of x? Integrate between the lower limit and x. What are you supposed to integrate? The function. So what is that function? It is 0 to x. It is 3 by 8 outside. It is x squared dx. So this would be 3 by 8. This would be x cubed by 3 between 0 and x. This and this gets cancelled. You get 1 by 8 into x cube minus 0 cube. So this is what you get as capital F of x. Now, here, what is probability of x to be less than 1? Remember, probability of x to be less than 1. In fact, here, if they wouldn't have said to find using CDF, you would have straight away taken between 0 and 1. Even if it is less than 1, we'll take between 0 and 1. And then we'll say 3x square by 8. So this would be 3 by 8 x cube by 3 between 0 and 1. So it would be 1 by 8. Now here too, you could have directly taken, since it is less than 1, if you're using f of x, we can say it should have been actually f of x. So even for f of 1, it would be f of 1 would mean p of x less than equal to 1. Now even for less than 1, it would be the same. So p of x less than 1 would also remain the same. What you need to do is just put 1 over here. You will get 1 by 8. This is the normal method, but you are not supposed to use this. This is not the CDF method. This is the CDF method. Similarly, when I ask you to find probability of x less than minus 2, it is not possible. First of all, it would be 0. So it would be f of minus 2, which is equal to 0 because it lies before 0. So it would be 0. Then if I ask you what is probability of x greater than 0, So you will have to find it till 2. So it would be f of 2. Greater than 0 means all the values above 0. So probability f of 2 minus f of 0. So it would be f of 2, and that f of 2 would be equal to, it would be 2 cube by 8. So that is equal to 1. Then when they ask you probability of x between 1 and 2, here first x less than 1. So that means between 0 and 1. So how do you find that? You will find f of 2 first. F of 2 would give you all the total probability between 0 and 2, and then subtract this probability between 0 and 1. So f of 2 minus f of 1. What is f of 2? It is 2 cube by 8. And what is f of 1? It is 1 by 8. So this would give you 8 by 8 minus 1 by 8, that is 7 by 8. Can someone verify the answer here? Can someone verify all the answers here? You have to use the CDF method, remember. You cannot do it by using this method, even though this is correct. You cannot use it. You use this method for the same.
So for third one, P of x is greater than 0. They have given 0.
P of x is
Greater
no.
than 0.
P of x, in case it is less than 0, it would have been 0. What about the remaining?
So remaining is correct.
So that means they have made a mistake here. X greater than 0, it would be f of 2. Had it been less than 0, it would have been 0.
So in case of less than 1,
Less than 1, yeah. In case of less than 1, you have to integrate between 0 and 1, or you can straight away take f of 1.
so but it is less than 1, so we should take f of 0, no?
No, less than 1 would mean till 1. Even when they ask you probability of x less than 1.5, you have to integrate till 1.5, not before that. So even when they don't include it, you will have to include this value which is given over there. Followed? Have you
Sir,
followed
I was
it?
talking about using CDF method.
Yes, Baba, CDF method, when you take uh, till 1, when you take till 1 here, probability of x till 1, it should include even that one part. It should include even that one part.
Sir,
Which,
if it's less
yeah,
than equal to 1, so the value will remain the same itself.
yes, less than 1, they mean it should be 0.9999. So we ignore that 0.0001 part, and therefore we integrate till that one part. You take a big pause before answering, before letting me know. Otherwise, you should all be on the camera so that I can at least see your facial expressions to judge whether you are understanding or not. When I say something, there is a complete blankness over there, and then later on I realize that some are thinking. How would I analyze? I am not a yogi over here to sit and analyze what you are thinking over there. Either you come on the video and think, or you answer quickly, say that I haven't followed, I have followed, or something of that sort. See others, they are such nice
So
children, they are
actually,
not
my
even speaking. Yeah.
network is lagging, so my voice reaches you late.
Achha, your voice reaches me late. And other children, their voice don't reach me at all. They speak to the mic and then they hear it themselves. Have you followed this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, I think we have completed all the problems of this topic. Just check whether we have left with any of the problem. I think we have completed all the problems. Yes, we have completed all the problems, I guess. except second fill in the blank, third part. Sigma px should be equal to 1 if it is a discrete random variable. E of x is considered to be mean of probability distribution. Am I left with any question apart from this in probability distribution? Am I left with any question in probability distribution?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Now, anyone there with any other doubt in probability distribution?